Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1.
Popcorn Talk. We talk movies.
It's perfect that you're here. My name is Leo Quinones, and this is the Popcorn Talk Network. More specifically, this is the Film Freak movie interview, and I'm just thrilled to be here. Now, I want you to check something out. Look at this photo. Circa 1997. That's right. We've been doing the show for a while. And the guy that I'm there with is Michael Jai White. Now, in 97, he was starring as Al Simmons, a.k.a. Todd McFarlane's Spawn. That's right. So he's a legendary comic book actor. But this guy, Michael Jai White, is everywhere. He's been on the Suicide Squad, on The Arrow, of course, playing Ben Turner, Bronze Tiger. We're going to be talking more about that. Chocolate City. Things get a little dicey. A lot of $1 bills being tucked where they're probably not supposed to be. But there's a movie coming out in a couple days. It's called Skin Trade. Dolph Lundgren, action star, Tony Jaa, ass kicker, and Michael Jai White. And he's on the phone right now. Michael, thank you so much for being with us on the Film Freak movie interview.
Thanks for having me.
What's your go-to move in Chocolate City, buddy?
Let me straighten that out. I am the owner of the strip club in the movie.
Okay.
I'm somewhat the Matthew McConaughey of Magic Mike in the movie.
You know, I was watching Magic Mike going, if Matthew McConaughey's the old guy, none of us has a shot, you know?
Right.
So we're looking forward to that, but we're talking about Skin Trade. So for the uninitiated, can you give me a quick synopsis of Skin Trade, please?
It is like a throwback to the 80s and 70s action movies that's really character-generated and, you know, just real action. There's no stunt guys didn't have much to do in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know? We did a lot of our own stuff. It's a hard-driving action movie where Dolph Lundgren's kind of doing a page out of Taken. He's trying to find who's behind the demise of his family and uncovers a whole bunch of other corruption.
So, Michael, tell me about your character specifically.
Well, I play a federal agent who's also there to help to figure it out, and they go deep into Bali to basically uncover this human trafficking organization. What's
it like for you, and, you know, just pick out any memories in your mind, to be filming abroad? I know a lot of the times it's you look like you're outside of America, but you're really in America. But I'm sure you've been on some pretty amazing locations during your career.
Oh, absolutely. I really enjoy filming abroad because many times, I have first of all, my family and my kids, they come to and they get to experience other cultures, mm-hmm. which is, that's priceless. But it's great for me because I've always loved to travel, and there's something that you can gain from every culture.
So you're signing on to a movie, and then you realize where you're going. What is that anticipation like?
It's exciting for me.
And what are some of your favorite spots that you've been to?
Oh, boy, Thailand's probably my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, because, it's just something about the people there. It's got this real Zen quality to it, even though it can be a massive amount of people, but you see people smiling as they're walking down the street. Mm. That's very unusual in a very densely populated city. So, it's people to me that make it. I enjoy the looks of European places and all that, but it's something about people smiling that really gets to me.
Nice. Talking with Michael Jai White, the new movie in studio is called Skin Trade. Okay, Michael, so you do some incredible martial arts, and correct me if I'm wrong, 7-time black belt, is that correct?
Well, I have 8 black belts in different styles.
In different styles. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were showing off these moves in the film, and why don't you talk about the brutality, the hand-to-hand combat, and the general ass-kicking that ensues in Skin Trade?
Well, it's one of those rare things where to compare it to, like, say, Fred Astaire of days of old. Fred Astaire's talent was that you can film him from head to toe, and there he goes. He shows what he can do. See, with a movie like Skin Trade, you've got Dolph Lundgren, you got myself, you got Tony Jaa. You have people that you don't need camera tricks to film. So you then really appreciate what the character can do. Now, I'm not knocking any people like, you know, Liam Neeson or whatever, but it's a different thing. You're not expecting Liam Neeson to kick somebody in the head and hit like 7 people in the same shot.
Mm-hmm.
But since you don't see that very often, the audience doesn't get to really experience what, you know, like what to really be in the actual scene, you know. So it's just something that it's kind of a throwback to when the days of Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris and people who actually performed it on film.
So you're with these immensely talented martial artists, and you're doing these fight scenes, but every so often, something doesn't click right. I remember Pierce Brosnan doing a fight scene for his first Bond film, and the stunt guy he was fighting accidentally caught him right on the face, boom, stitches in the cheek, done for the day filming. Has there ever been a miscue for you, Michael Jai White, when you guys are doing this intense, full contact, and something goes really, really wrong?
No. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I play like that. I mean, this is like I spar and do what have you, and if you're fighting for so many years and you're supposed to be hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You snap your head back anyway, so you're not taking the full brunt of the blow. There was one time where Tony, we got mixed up with the fight choreography, and Tony clocked me. But Tony's about 145, 150 pounds, so it couldn't possibly hurt me. I'm a heavyweight. But
he clocked you. Where? How? Tell me about it.
Well, he punched me, but even it's on the outtakes. We laughed our ass off. You know, it's funny. But that was probably the only time either one of us got hit. But it's not even, you know. But I'm used to that. Yeah, but it was nothing really hard. I mean, I think if he kicked me, I wouldn't have laughed. But it's really a lot of fun.
Oh, it just sounds like such a dream gig. We're talking with Michael Jai White. The movie is called Skin Trade. And okay, let's talk about a little bit about your body of work, because you've been cranking it out now for close to 20 years, and you've never been hotter. Tell me about your career right now, Michael.
Well, I mean, it's the career I actually tried to navigate this way, because it's a very eclectic type of career. I mean, I just finished my 5th season of my sitcom where I'm the lead guy in that, and it's an entirely opposite of any badass martial art thing. But I'm legitimately seen in that light. And people know me as Marcus, the funny guy. And, you know, I've got movies like Black Dynamite, which is, you know, kind of fusing both of them. People are used to putting you on a certain shelf in some kind of category, and you're there to remain. I've succeeded in not being typecast in one specific way. I continue to confuse the audience so they don't really know which one's really me. So, I mean, I've got some more things like that, and I keep it diverse, you know. I write, you know, I've got the Black Dynamite animated, you know, I've got the cartoon. And I've got some more action stuff, like, you know, about the Chocolate City coming up.
Yeah.
These are very different and varied type of roles. I mean, not many people get a chance to play all these type of characters. So, I mean, it's really by design. It's confusing to some, but it's really about the marathon and not the sprint.
let's talk about the DC universe. If any actor is ripe for superhero, ripe to be that guy, how about you playing Ben Turner, Bronze Tiger? Would there be any shot at that role expanding from Suicide Squad to TV to maybe something bigger or something more down the road? I
don't really know. I mean, I've played Ben Turner in for Arrow, but I really don't think about that stuff since it's so out of my grasp. I'm really excited about some of the things that I'm actually producing, and I think once I've had my shot at doing what I can bring to the screen, maybe people will start to see something I'm bringing that won't even make them have their desire for me to do these type of roles, because got some pretty exciting things coming up.
Right on. Well, listen, Michael Jai White, you're so great to be on with us. But listen, the movie's called Skin Trade. It's out now. Dolph Lundgren, Tony Jaa, and this guy, Michael Jai White. Please come back and we'll talk Chocolate City and how, you gave for your craft and you sacrifice and women shoving $single bills down your pants. You're a giver, Michael.
I try to be.
We'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, Pacquiao, Mayweather, give me your prediction. Mayweather. Okay, you heard it right there. All right, buddy, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Mayweather, Pacquiao. You heard it. He said Mayweather. I think Pacquiao. Anyways, if you want to follow me on Twitter, do it at Movie Interview. That's where you can find me. And I want to thank producer Steven and Don Juan for everything. Anything movies, we're always going to be here. Thank you, Kevin Undergaro. Thank you, Maria Menounos. This is the Film Freak Movie Interview. I'll see you next time.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.